You might want to get yourself a cup of tea for this one. It's going to be a bit of a long one. Newcastle United 1, Huddersfield 2. How? How? I mean, I know I probably underestimated the Championship. It's not going to be a walk in the park like we all thought it would be, but Huddersfield Town, 2-1 at home. Oh dear me, so much to go through for this game. Let's start off with the lineup. I mean, in fact, forget about the lineup. Let's get me. I'm going to be a bit selfish now. Let's get me going into the game now. I'm thinking, yes, you know what? First home game of the season. First time sitting in my new season ticket space. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, today's a great day. I've just had great news about getting a job the other day or yesterday. I'm going into the game thinking, yes, sun is shining, weather is sweet. Everything is just A-okay. Walking into the stadium, sit down in the Gallagher End, fantastic arena basically, surroundings by the way. You know, flags going from side to side. You know, everyone's buzzing, bubbling for the game. And everything's lovely, you know. Everything's going well. I even made friends with my new, you know, season ticket friends. You know, I'm going to be seeing them the whole throughout the season. So hi guys, to you guys as well. Hope you're watching. But after that, where did it go wrong? I mean, with the lineup, I can't really fault the lineup that much. 4 changes made from the Fulham game. We started off with Sells in goal. You know what? You already know how I feel about Sells. Yammat right back, Lascelles and Bemba centre backs, Dummett left back. Full backs, Yammat and Dummett. Come on, they should be arrested for impersonating fullbacks. They are that bad. Sorry, but they are. You know, in their own different ways. I'll get into that in a minute anyway. Moving on from there, obviously predictable. We've got Hayden, not got a problem with that, and then Shelby started, okay, instead of Colback. I did put him in my predictive team, but I'm kind of regretting it now. I really am regretting it now. This is the baffling one for me. Anita, right midfield. Now, why is Anita playing wide right? Why? Why? Tell me, someone tell me. We had Richie on the bench. I don't care if he's got one leg. To be honest with you, Richie is much better at wide right. Oh God, what am I getting? Wide right than Anita. Come on, I love Anita to bits, man. You know, nice guy. He hasn't said a bad word about the club. I haven't got a bad word to say about him. But at the same time, he's not a right winger. He knows it himself. Come on. Anyway, wide left, Rolando Aarons. Hopefully he was there to repay the 5-year deal that he got. Not. I have to get on you, Rolando, man. I'm a fan of yours at the same time, but come on, man. Shocking, man. Some of the things he was trying wasn't happening. And then ahead of them was Diame making his first start for the club. Just not on the races today. Wasn't his game. Again, didn't get on the ball enough to make things happen. And then we had Dwight Gale up front. Again, lack of service is an underestimation in my book. So, anyway, getting onto the game. I'm not going to go for the Huddersfield team because, frankly, who cares? Started the game. We started off well as well. I mean, yes, they were confident, but at the same time, we played with some intent. A little bit of intent. Not enough, but a little bit. Again, we didn't get off to the fly that I said we should have. You know, we're still doing the slow build-up, taking forever and a day to get it up front. I mean, the best chance that we had was probably Yammat's ball from right back up to Dwight Gale. Dwight Gale got a head onto it, went narrowly wide. That was it. Service to Gale. Who would have thought? It's common sense. Anyway, going on from there, they started to get into the game. You know, they frustrated the crowd. As soon as we got the ball, they sat back. As soon as they got the ball, hit us on the counter. Fast, furious, you know, to the point. Moy was getting on the ball a lot. Naki Wells was getting on the ball a lot. And then, yeah, I mean, after that, we had a couple of chances. Went narrowly wide. I think Shelby had a free kick out on the left. Narrowly went over from Diame, and then he had a corner straight after that. That went over from Hayden. And then after that, we just went back to, you know what, we haven't got anything else now. We're just going to keep lumping it forward to Dwight Gale, keep getting it back, keep frustrating the crowd, not only us, but them as well. I mean, they weren't even bothered anyway. They're thinking, oh, wow, this is all you've got. What? You guys have come down from the Premier League, spent 40-odd million, and this is the best game plan that you've got. So after that, the goal happens. You know, it was coming. You know, I said to the guy sitting next to me, if we don't score in the first 20 minutes, we're going to struggle. We really are going to struggle. And we did. After that, we didn't really get going. You know, the build-up was too slow, too lethargic. And then after that, it was just, you know what, who cares? You know, we would have been lucky to go into half-time at, you know, 1-0 down. And that was what it was. You know, ball was out wide on the left. I believe it was Valapara, who I've just found out, funny enough, was Wijnaldum's cousin or something along those lines. I thought he wouldn't even turn up today if he's any relation to Wijnaldum, but apparently he's related to him. Ball out on the left. Shelby, for some reason, is half tracking back, half interested, half, you know, worrying about his paycheck or whatnot. And then the ball's played into the box. It goes past Mbemba. Lascelles is trying to make a stride and put a foot out, but it somehow gets to who? Nahki Wells. The guy that we're all worried about, I told you about, you know, in the preview before, slots it into the bottom corner. Sells no chance. They're 1-0 up. They're laughing going into half-time, 1-0 up. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what? It's the kick up the backside we need. Probably not going to be 3-0. You know, it might be 3-1 or 2-1. We're going to get us right back into it, especially when we're shooting down at the Gallowgate end. So, half-time, one change is made. Aarons is off because he had a bit of a stinker. No, not a bit of a stinker. He had a very big stinker. All of the little tricks and flicks he was trying was not coming off at all. I mean, he wasn't playing it simple. He wasn't running at people. He wasn't getting many balls into the box, if any. I mean, he was cutting. He went from the left over to the right. And you know what we're going to do. You know, if you're playing on the right and you're predominantly a left foot player, we know you're going to come inside. We know we're going to try and show you outside if you're a defender. Come on, that's common sense. And I'm not even a pro footballer. So, he gets dragged off at half time. We bring on Richie, and Richie, oh God, why didn't we start with this guy? I mean, he was the only player who can come away from the game. That's 2 games now, by the way. He's the only player who can come away from the game and say to himself, you know what, I put in a shift here. You know, I know we didn't win, but I put in a shift. So, Richie comes on. Hopefully we've got a decent game plan together. Hoping. And then we started to finally get into the game. But again, it's too late. 60 minutes into the game and we started playing with some intent. Not spending 4 or 5 touches on the ball. Not waiting for someone to move. We started playing 2 touch, 1 touch. And then we started moving it around a lot quicker. Which we needed to do from the get-go. Oh my God. And then all the annoying overlaps that Janmaat and Richie were trying to work out was painful to see. I mean, is Richie really happy with Janmaat behind him or going in front of him? No, probably not. He's not on the same wavelength. I mean, it was all right to see, but painful for me, man. And then on the other side, what did we have? We had Anita on that side. How did Anita complete a full game or most of the game? And then Dummett, oh, flipping hell, man. Someone take the handbrake off Dummett, please. Let him get forward once or twice. I mean, I said before, Dummett and Haidara, if you merge them 2 together, we'd have a half-decent left-back. Dummett can sort of defend, Mr. Precise. And then you've got Haidara, who likes to get forward, but without them both, flipping hell. Oh, dear. Anyway, second half starts. Obviously, Huddersfield are 1-0 up away from home. They're laughing, man. They've already won 1 game, looking like they're going to win their second game. And they're laughing, they're sitting behind the ball. When they're getting the ball, they're doing the whole slow build-up that we should have been doing. After that, we finally get into the game and we started to press. I think the best chance that we had in the second half, obviously barring the goal, was funnily enough from a cross from Dummett. Dummett wide on the left, throws it into the, or kicks it, obviously, crosses it into the box. And then Matt Ritchie's there, back post, heads it down, but wide, okay? And that's just more what we needed to do. Get balls of some quality and some substance into the box. And then we finally get a penalty. And I know we should be happy about a penalty, but to be honest, it was a bit of a weak one. I mean, we was kind of shouting for anything, really. All into the box. I think Diamo was the closest, and then Mark Hudson, who had a colossus game, by the way. He was absolutely mint. I can't really fault him apart from obviously that. He handballed it somehow. It doesn't even look a clear handball to me, but I'll take it. We get a penalty. Now, the guy sitting next to me, he was flipping, sitting on his hands, because every time we had a free kick or corner, I kept getting my video, my camera out, hoping to get something on film. And every time it never went right. And he was saying, you know what, if this doesn't go in, I'm going to strangle you, Forde. And lo and behold, Gale, poor penalty, went to the keeper's right. Good save by Ward. But then obviously follows it up with a header. Thank God, because I believe he would have strangled me as well. And then we're back in the game at 1-1. You know, after that, hopefully we can get something from the game. Then moving on. This is when we should have capitalised. This is when we should have been at their throats. I mean, we had a couple, near misses maybe. Shelby should have got on the ball more deeper, but he didn't. He was trying to play attacking midfield. And then again, he doesn't get back. He needs to sit deep and dictate the play from deep. So after that, what happens? You know, we make a couple of changes. We bring on Perez, we bring on Armstrong, we take